Hoka-hey, Alita Army. Welcome to the Alita Livestream of December 15th, 2023. Rosa Salazar reads Will Not Attend by Adam Resnick, where we discuss all things to do with the movie Alita Battle Angel, the source manga Gunham, and the greatly desired sequels. I am your host, the Muskogee Creek from Denver, Colorado. And with us, just joining is Channel, does not exist. She's in Poland. How's it going, Channel?
Okay.
Oh, good. How are things over there in Poland?
Oh, they're passing a new law that regarding religion in schools. Before the previous government was trying to make it obligatory that every student has to either attend basically worship classes or ethics. But there was a problem that there wasn't enough teachers and to actually teach ethics, and no one wanted that. And now there's a new change with the new government who are proposing instead that only 1 hour of worship lessons a week is funded by the government, and the other, and if parents want to pay for more, then they can. But it's like an after-school club, and there's only gonna be 1 hour of obligatory worship lessons in the school week, which normally I think there were like 2 or 3 per week, so it's less than before, and it's no longer obligatory.
Yeah. Oh, they're voting on to not make it obligatory, or they do want
to. It wasn't obligatory. They were trying to make it obligatory. Now it's definitely not going to be obligatory.
Okay.
And there's going to be even less of it. It's going to be even less funded by the government.
Ah, okay. I got you. Yeah.
Because if the church doesn't pay taxes, they can at least fund their own worship lessons in school.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we have a similar situation like that here in the U.S., I guess. So interesting. Also joining us from Arvada, Colorado is Do Not Stand By. How's it going, Do Not Stand By?
Hey, Craig, going pretty well. My startup company is finally getting off the ground, so I'm trying to get initial shareholders for the initial public offering.
Oh, that is so cool, Do Not Stand By. Good Lord, that is great, man. So you guys have worked hard on that, I think, haven't you?
Yeah, we finally got our ticker symbol to be traded on the stock market. So we're about ready to go.
Cool.
Can you check your mic?
Yeah, it sounds like you are a little, let's see.
It's really loud and kind of distorted.
Okay. All right. Let me try this.
Yeah, it sounds like it's got a lot of bass in it or something, something like that anyway.
How about this?
Oh, that sounds great.
Better. A lot better.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, we don't. Angelus is going to try to make it. He is under the weather, so but he said he would try to make it because he really wants to see this stream. If not, he's probably going to be at least in I didn't send Vladi a link. Vladi, let me send you a link right now. I'm going to send it to your Twitter DMs. We got to have Vladi on here because actually it's, I think he has this stream on his, let's see, where are you, Vladi? There you are. Yeah. Okay, Vladi, check your Twitter DMs or X or whatever you want to call it. So before we get into the stream, and we're not going to just talk about the stream. This is a really cool stream. You guys are going to love this stream when you see it. I know you are. There's Vladi from the Shires in the UK, jolly old England. How's it going, Vladi?
Evening all. Pretty good, not bad.
Excellent. Yeah, we haven't started anything yet, Vladi, so you're good. How are things over there in the UK?
Pretty good. It's a bit of it's still just a bit like grey and like not really cold. It's just soggy and British.
Oh, so very British, yeah.
Very British, yeah. I just escaped the weather to the cinema today. I went to see the new Godzilla movie, which was very good.
Oh, the Godzilla -1?
That's it, the Japanese one.
Yeah.
Brilliant. They don't need to make any more Godzilla movies now. That basically just covers the whole thing.
They seem to come out with one every year almost, don't they?
No, yeah. I've been watching that Monarch show, but I think I'm done with that now. It petered off a bit, got a bit rubbish. There was one episode where they were like freezing on a mountain to death, and in literally like 90% of the shots, they couldn't even bother to do like like breath when you breathe out, it like makes a cloud.
Yes. Yeah.
And that was taking me out of it. They all look like they were on like a magazine shoot for like ski clothing. They were all that made up, and they should have been like dying.
Okay.
Reminds me of it. Oh,
that's okay. You go ahead, Channel.
No, when you said they didn't even bother adding the breath, that reminds me in part of the Last Order when they're in next to the incubator. There's this neat detail that when Nova and Alita speak, there's like steam bubbles come in, not bubbles, like the steam cloud from exhaled air, and the steam cloud when Nova is talking is visibly bigger because he's more organic, so there's more breathing going on.
Oh, that's cool.
And
that's
also
cool
because
detail.
Alita's body is cybernetic, is probably, even if it heats up air, it's also better at getting the heat out of the air, whereas normal humans only get the heat out of air when they breathe out through the nose, but when you breathe out through your mouth, the heat doesn't get drawn back out.
Yeah.
So there's this neat detail.
Yeah, no, I love it when he puts those tiny details in that most people just wouldn't notice.
Yeah, the benefits of having a cyborg body, huh? Yeah.
We love those cyborg bodies.
You won't get a cold if you're in space, if you're robbing a brain computer in space.
Okay. Well, before we get to the stream, I just want to remind everybody that the Alita sequel petition is still going, and it looks like we added several, like a dozen maybe. I don't know for sure, but we added a fairly good amount this past week. I mean, not hundreds, obviously, but hey, it's moving right along still. So, over 178,000, that's pretty good. So if you have not signed the petition, please do so. And all you future people that are going to be watching this stream after we sign off, then if you haven't signed the petition yet, just click on the link in the description below the screen here, and you'll be able to sign the petition. And we want to let Disney know that we want that sequel. And the more numbers we put up, I think maybe the better effect it'll have. So. And we also got the Hero Arm campaign going on. Not really any money has been put in since last week. I know last week Vladi and I put some in there, but it's not too bad. $2,481. Now that said, we got somewhere around $3,900 in the bank, so that was left over from a previous, I guess, campaign that we did, and we added that to this. So we got a little bit of money. We're getting there, as they would say. And once we get enough money, we don't really need 17,700 for the bionic arm. I think it's 13,000. So we're about 10 grand short, I think.
Yeah.
But
we'll
go
get
ahead.
there in the end. We'll get there in the end. Did you what are we doing? We want to buzz Disney HQ again for the 5th anniversary, right?
Yeah, we're going.
We're going to start a new fundraiser for that, yeah.
Well, you're ahead of me a little bit there, Vladi. We're going to talk about that a little bit when we get to the tweet, I guess, because
we're still doing that today. I mean, we're talking about that today.
Well, we're going to keep talking about it until February the 14th. So,
just because we shouldn't leave things till last minute. I know it's still quite a way away.
Yeah, it's a ways away, but we want
2 months. It's not that long.
Yeah, that's right. It'll go by.
It feels like it's ages away because we've still got Christmas to come, and that just dominates everything.
Yeah, that's
But then
right.
once we're into 2024, it'll be like, oh shit, it's February already.
Yes. But no amount is too small on this Hero Arm campaign, whether it's $1, a peso, or a pound, or whatever, euro or a yen, whatever it is, we'll take it. I mean, it's no amount's too small. And if you can't afford to put anything in, just retweet anything you see, you know, that comes out on Twitter or reposts something on Facebook or Instagram or Reddit or something like that. And just when you do that, you're doing your part. And just as we were talking about there a while ago, you know, we are going to really be celebrating, and of course the mass tweet is part of this, but we're going to be celebrating the 5th anniversary of Alita Battle Angel coming out. And so what we want to do is we want to let the theater chains know, as many as we can. We want them to know that we want to see this back in the cinemas. And of course, we want to tag Disney on this just to remind them that, yep, we're still here and we're not going anywhere. And the date that we're going to do this is on Valentine's Day. I did it again last week. I think, I can't remember who it was that called, Smendrick called me out on it last week, but I got 2023 up there again. Golly, I don't know why I do that. But it's going to be February 14th, 2024. So it's going to be 2024 on Valentine's Day. So, you know, I must have had a senior moment when I punched that number in. So anyway, there you have it.
It's just because it's impossible to think that it's been 5 years and we still don't have a sequel.
Yeah, you know, but, you know, in a way, it's kind of, you know, I mean, look how long it took Avatar to get a sequel. Now, I hope that doesn't happen to us, you know, but it took them 13 years, or not 12 years or 13 years to get a sequel to Avatar, you know. So
it's so stupid though. Disney could have been pumping out these sequels this year and they would have made like $200 million profit probably. Yeah. But I don't know why I don't know why Bob Iger's still in the job.
Well, he is. And you know, he's from what I've read somewhere, and once again I mentioned this last week, but I believe I heard he said he was leaving in 2026, or he might leave in 2026 or whatever. I don't know. And I remember somebody on the stream said not soon enough. I think that was Lee that said that. So, but yeah, you're right. I think it's just personally, and I don't know how to run a production company or anything like that, especially a big one, you know, but, you know, I think it's a big mistake to not to have a sequel for Alita, not just because I'm biased, and certainly I am, you know, want to see the sequel, but gosh, the content is just so rich. And how, you know, how can you not, you know, love
I don't understand why there aren't more people like in the media talking about like what a massive loss it will be to lose like Rosa Salazar's Alita and all the like passion for the IP. And instead what we're getting more, they have hired some directors to do a bunch of more Planet of the Apes movies. No, I'm not interested in any of that. It's just boring. We've had a load of Apes trilogies.
Well, it's not only that, it's the MCU. They're going to do all the reshoots for Captain America 4, and they're going to get a new writer.
Oh yeah, I was just doing a clip of Rosa Salazar talking about Alita and how it was a visionary project that all went like really smoothly, and I was going to compare that to her experience with the MCU, which is obviously a total nightmare because that franchise is just a joke.
Yeah.
And it's just like I don't know how I'll be able to take it when she's having to like promote the MCU when that's like the franchise that killed her like passion project franchise.
Yeah,
that's right. It seems like the most, I don't know, just like feels sick. It makes me feel sick.
Yeah. If you want to come on the stream, anybody, there's a link. Just click on it. I see Avon's out there. Sometimes he likes to come on streams, I guess, when you do manga. So, but anyway, Avon or Last Place, David Watson, even David Alexander, if you want to come on, you know, I mean, I think your English is pretty good, David. We'd love to have you on if you want to be on. So, but anyway, there's the link. If not, it's okay. Well, what do you know? There's kind of now, you know what, Last Place, Dave, I agree with you. And this is one of these things I think we've been saying, you know, they've lost about $1.2 billion this year. To me, now, granted, Avatar 2 was, you know, last year, you know, but it came out the end of the year, so they got profit from it. And the fact that they've lost $1.2 billion with that big blockbuster movie that they had, to me is just, I can't even wrap my head around it.
It shows that they had the complete wrong strategy in 2019 when they greenlit all these movies.
Yeah.
Because they've literally all of them have bombed, and the Alita sequel would have probably made a lot more than the Marvels would have, than the Marvels did.
Well, the Marvels fell flat on his face. So anyway, that's
Karma.
Golly, I tell you.
I hope the karma
Anyway,
just keeps getting worse and worse for Bob Iger. Just worse and worse and worse if he's going to seriously not let Rodriguez direct the sequel in a timely manner.
well, it's if they've lost $1.2 billion, they're going to need Avatar 3 to come out, so they can get some of that money back. I mean,
well, it's still money James Cameron made, so he still has that in his credit. He doesn't lose all that just because every other Disney movie lost money.
Yeah,
by Hollywood standards, he is owed the Alita sequels because that's how it works. You have a massive win like that, and then they give you like a passion project, like. Yeah. But for some reason, Bob Iger's like seems to be going against that. I think he's got some like mental issue with like narcissism or something like that.
Well, I don't know, but I don't know.
He can't admit that he was wrong in 2019, so now he's just going to like bury the passion project. Oh no, sorry, Jim. Oh, hold on.
What?
I'm getting a call.
Okay. Well, anyway, we'll move on, I guess. And of course, when Vladi gets off, because I want him to comment on some of this stuff, and what we're going to cover today is that certainly we're going to look at that stream that Rosa did, and it was the stream she did on Instagram, and it is the coolest thing. I mean, I didn't realize she had done this, and she did this, I think, just about the time I came into the Alita Army. So I wasn't aware that she was doing this. Had I known this, I would have been involved in that stream too, at least to log in and see it, So we are going to review that. And that's about a 20-minute stream. And then we're going to talk a little bit about how Rosa prepared for Alita. And I got several videos on that we're going to play that will, kind of give us an idea of what she went through, not just training, but even an interview she did, and a couple of interviews, I guess, with John Landau, and she's in it and stuff like that. But I think the whole thing there is well, in that particular interview that I just mentioned, I had to, turn off the sound or else we get yeeted, but you'll get the idea because it'll show some of the moves some of the training that she had to go through. And of course, we temporarily lost Vladi there for a second. He popped right back on. Anyway, and anything else we can think of would be good. So, this is going to be pretty free form. And that means, Angelus is out there. Yes.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Hey, you see what Angelus says?
Needs to happen. Should I start training now? I mean, yeah.
Well, I could fly to England.
He's always risky joking about violence.
I could fly to England and give you some strength training. So
I need it. I need you to come to England and be my personal trainer. You can help me sort my life out, Creaky.
Well, I don't know. I'm not qualified to be a personal trainer, although I am going to start studying for it after the first of the year. So my strength trainer has been after me to do it. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go for it, the certification. So
I can't believe I got cut off mid-rant. That's so frustrating.
Yeah, I promise you, Vladi, I didn't do it. Okay, so anyway, that's what we got going there. And what we want to do, I'm going to set this up a little bit. You guys are going to love the shit out of this. I'm telling you.
Finally, I miss her so much. Can't she come back?
I wish she would come back, but she's got a lot on her plate, man. I'm telling you. So I don't see, I don't think
she's got a new movie coming out. Did you see that?
Yes, yeah, that vampire movie. I hope she's a vampire. Boy, she'd be cool as a vampire.
Of course, she's got to be a vampire.
Yeah,
she plays that like brand new cherry flavor crazy horror role really well.
Yeah. I got to see that damn thing. So anyway,
why don't you watch all this stuff?
I get busy and I don't have a chance to watch it and that kind of stuff, So anyway, it is what it is. I still love her to death, though. So I guess that counts for something. But anyway, she streamed this to Instagram in 2020, and I think it was probably around April, maybe late March or April. Vladi, do you remember?
I could barely remember the year. I thought it was 2020. That was my best guess. Yeah. I wasn't sure if it was 29 or 2020.
Yeah, because I think I think if I'd have known that Rosa Salazar was going to stream something, I would have sent a request to her, because you have to, on that stream, I guess on Instagram, you got a request to be part of it, don't you? So then they let you in or something like that. But it's real. Don't you have to send a request on Instagram if you're going to?
I think you can probably set them up like that, but most of them anyone can view.
Okay.
And then you have to be sent an invite to like join the call.
Yeah.
But Rosa's was just her talking to the audience.
But anyway, I damn it, I didn't know that was happening, and I would have definitely wanted to see that live. That would have been the greatest thing.
It was lovely.
Yes, it was. Well, you got some, I guess, some DMs in that thing, not DMs, some text messages in there. So it's pretty cool.
It's annoying that they pop up.
And well, it's okay, But anyway, this was during the COVID pandemic in the early days of it. So, you'll hear her talk about it a little bit, And this thing got.
I remember I was thinking that, she needs to stop touching her face. She's going to get COVID.
Well, you can't get it if you're in your own house.
That's what people were telling me at the time.
Yeah. But anyway, she had well over 900 viewers. On a good day, I might get 20 viewers on this stream, or maybe 15 or something like that. But she had well over 900 viewers. Because she's great. That's why,
she had over 420,000 followers.
Something like that. I don't remember now.
Massive account. I can't believe she got rid of it.
Yeah, well, I think part of it had to do with all that mess that she went through. I guess with some of the haters. From what I've read, now I don't know this. You guys that were in the elite army before me would know this, but I think she got some pretty hateful messages or tweets or whatever it was, and I think it just kind of. She said, "Oh, hell with this. I don't need it," and
from Twitter.
Yeah.
I think Twitter, some fans were being annoying, not Alita fans. This was back in like the Maze Runner days.
Yeah.
They didn't like her hair or something like that. Yeah. That's all really weird. I don't know why she left Instagram.
Yeah.
I found her last story to be very cryptic. It was obviously for someone.
Well, I understand why she left Twitter. Twitter is a cesspool, man. That thing is horrible, But anyway, I'm still on it because the Elite Army's on it. But anyway, yeah. And by the way, if you want to see this without us, because anybody here can comment while we're playing this. And Vladi, if you want us to stop it so you can make a comment or something like that, we can do that. We can pause it, that kind of thing.
There's not much to comment on, really.
Yeah.
I just want to enjoy the bedtime story with Rosa again. I haven't watched it in years.
Yeah. But the thing of it is, what I did, I actually made 2 videos on this. One of them had the hearts in the background. And I thought about doing that when I said, no, I don't want to see those hearts flowing around in the background, kind of like you saw in the introduction on the stream here. I just want a plain black background so we can concentrate on her. Because you get a lot of other things going on around, you're going to be looking at it and not paying attention, so it'll distract you. So I just want us to watch our queen, because she's great, in my mind. So, but Vladi, is there anything you want to say to set this up before I play it?
No, just please come back to Instagram, Rosa, and do another one of these. You promised to do another one at the end. She said so.
Did. Yes, she did.
And then she never came back, and then she left Instagram.
Now, when I first play it, you guys will see that there's going to be some audio issues coming on. So just kind of be kind of patient.
Yeah, I had to I was you have to plug in headphones, and which has a mic on, so I had to be careful not to touch the mic. It was all I hadn't done much screen recording on my phone before.
Well, I think a couple of those times, Vladi, you was either moving your tablet or laptop or something, exactly. And it made noises. So, but just it's not too bad, I think you'll get past it okay. So anyway, here we go. This is going to be Rosa reading "Will Not Attend."
Can we still talk over this?
Yes.
Okay, I thought it might disable.
Yeah,
here she comes.
Yeah, some audio issues up at the beginning. We're going to hear her in a little bit.
Yeah, I had to like plug in headphones. I was so annoying. She looks so sweet there.
Yeah.
I have to say
hear
hi.
me?
Yes, we can hear you, Rosa.
Okay, sick.
Well, it's like I'm talking
How's
to her.
everyone doing?
And there's Vladi
doing
typing
good,
in.
bro.
Who's showered today? Hey, Lakeith.
I stayed up pretty late
what's
to watch
up? Hey, Kat. Oh my God, what a party!
It's Johnny Sci-Fi.
I just want to say, yeah, Johnny Sci-Fi. I did recognize a couple of the names. One of the things
OJ
I want
Adamore as well. Yeah, I recognize all these
well, one of
legends.
the things I want to say to everybody that's watching this is that she's doing these shout outs to some of these fans. Now, some of them are people she knows, obviously, but that's like she's shouting out to you, you know, because she really loves us as fans. She really does, you know. So, you know, take that for what it's worth. But anyway, here we go.
Oh, hey, Cable Guy. What's up? Alita,
And so long writing my
you know
message.
I love all my children equally.
She even read it.
I'm bored too. I got witch hair. So
I love a
all.
wild witch hair.
Yes.
let's see who showered today.
Brand new cherry flavor
Raise your
stuff.
hand, like do this thing if you showered.
Yeah. See, back in the pandemic, people would
How am I
stay
doing?
home.
I'm doing great.
Mr. Bumpy Battle Angel, a legend.
Hello, Mexico City. How are you? Oh, thank you. My hair looks good. Oh, okay. Cat showered. Wow, no one's putting their hand up. I love Alita too.
Nobody's
Dab
showering.
manual. Consistently. Like you have to do it every day for it to work on you. But it's
That shower by Johnny
okay,
Sci-Fi will
a lot of
always
people
be
showered.
immortal.
All right. Well, you know, I guess I'm the only one. This is a crazy time to be alive, you guys. I mean, yikes. But I'm glad you're all here. There's a lot of you here. I did not anticipate such a response. It's a
Quit
little
moving your
bit-
laptop, Lottie.
Hey, Rat King. What's up? I cannot. When's my next movie? Well, Pink Skies Ahead was supposed to premiere at South by Southwest. Hola, Costa Rica. Pura vida. But South by Southwest was canceled. And I feel really bummed for, you know, the globe, but also on a more acute level, I feel pretty bummed for Kelly Oxford because she made such a great movie. And shout out to Peru for sure. She made a great movie, and I want everyone to see it. And Jessie Barden from End of the Fucking World is so good in it. She fucking slays. She slaps hard on a cute level. Hey, Lakeith.
Look how cute she
On a
looks.
cute level, I'm cute.
Yeah, you are.
Keep smiling. I'll try. Hey, Brazil. Well, this
She's
is great
cute.
because, yes, season 2 of Undone. Yes, we need Alita sequels. This is cool
Yeah.
because, like, I'm sort of you're talking to me, but it's not loud. And it's
That made no sense.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, Rosa.
I love you too, Ross.
Bob Ross?
Yeah. Hey, Argentina, how you
I'm
doing?
not sure if that was
Everyone
Ross
okay
or Ross,
out there?
the person typed it in. Typed in
Why
Ross,
isn't this
they hit the S
rotoscoped?
instead
I don't
of
know how
the
to.
A.
I've never done this before. I can't believe I'm doing it right now. A number of things could go wrong. I have 2 dogs here. They're wilding out. They just ate, and you never know because when you live in the barrio, it's like fireworks could go off at any second. So
Look, I'm sorry about the noise. I
you
can't
never know.
remember.
But we're chilling over here. We're
Yeah,
safe. We're good. We're stocked
heard
up.
Turn off the mic
Lottie,
maybe
quit
when you're not
moving your
talking.
tablet.
and yeah, enjoy my witch hair.
It's
I
because
don't
it's
know
like
how it
4
works. I
a.m.,
just
so
let
I'm like
everybody
trying to settle down for
and
bed.
then I just go ahead.
Turn off
This
the
is
mic
book
when you're
we'll
not
be
talking.
reading from
Then
today.
it's not gonna
No,
transfer
no,
Have
he's-
you
anymore.
read this book?
No, it's okay. That noise
No.
is coming from the video. It's not coming.
Yeah, channel. It's from the video. That's what the noise from.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Not
That's
from
all
me
right.
right now.
Hi. Wow, this is way more positive than I thought, you guys. Yikes.
So
I was not
positive.
prepared.
Come back. You love Instagram,
I was
Rosa.
like, ugh. But this is nice. This is nice.
So nice.
Yeah, it is.
So
Are those
no
people
one's read this book.
constantly
Hey,
clicking cards? Or
Devin, have you read this book?
Huh?
The
Okay, so
string
no
of
one's-
cards on the
is-
right, is like a filter, or people constantly clicking heart or likes?
Oh, the hearts on the right. Yeah, there's a button you can press.
Yeah,
so you can
and
just
it's-
spam it all the time.
Yeah, and it's emojis, and you can just keep clicking it and clicking it and clicking it, you know. And you see a lot of people you see all those hearts. People are loving this. They are loving it. And you'll even see a couple of texts where they say, "I'm loving this," you know, stuff like that. So anyway,
There was a
They better
text
be.
with a back.
Oh, well, it says will not attend
That's me
lively
writing the
stories
text.
of detachment
Yeah.
and isolation.
With
which
my
I
dumb
thought was
question, which she just
perfect
ignores.
for right
obviously.
now. Yes, Alita sequel.
She
Of
used to
course I
have like
want
a
an
little
Alita
Alita
sequel.
poster in her fridge,
We all do.
and we saw it in the background of the
all do.
picture.
oh really?
Oh wait, can you rewind?
I'm really
a bit?
grateful to everybody. Not to make this a little
That's
bit like
Just rewind to the Alita we all do bit. So go back like 20 seconds.
this is nice. So no one's read this book. Hey Devin, have you read this book? Okay, so no one's. It's backwards. Oh well, it says will not attend lively stories of detachment and isolation, which I thought was perfect for right now. Yes, Alita sequel. Of course, I want an Alita sequel. We all do.
She still doesn't have
all
it.
do.
Disney.
Yeah.
I'm really grateful to everybody. Not to make this a little bit
Absolute diabolical
you
evil.
know,
But she still doesn't
thing,
have it.
but I'm just really grateful to be here with you guys. I'm being serious, but everything I say sounds sarcastic, so you're just gonna have to
Yeah.
trust me that I care about you.
Love that she always sounds sarcastic.
Anyway. Okay, so we're gonna read. It's a book of short stories
God.
by Adam Resnick, who is a brilliant writer. I think he's so fucking funny.
God, she
And,
is so sweet, isn't she?
There's several stories.
Yeah.
Some are a little too. I'm trying to ease into it, so you know. This one's called "Boy Refuses to Hold Frozen Turkey." You ready? Okay, it's a long delay, so.
I'm ready, Rosa.
Okay. Boy refuses to hold frozen turkey. Ever since I was a toddler, I've had a distaste for self-promotion. I would no sooner tell some jackass what a doggy says than specify where my belly button was, or any other part of my body for that matter. Some of this stemmed from a congenital low threshold for embarrassment, and the rest can be chalked up to my basic revulsion for human interaction. I mean, this is perfect for right now. By the time I was 7 or so, my mother decided this behavior was no longer cute. The turning point, I believe, came during a trip to the grocery store when I was offered the opportunity to appear on the front page of the Patriot News holding a frozen turkey with cash stuffed in my mouth. The exact concept behind the picture remains unclear to this day. It obviously had something to do with Thanksgiving. That much the principals agree on. But there's still some debate whether the man worked for the newspaper or the supermarket. I've yet to find a satisfying connection between holding a turkey and biting down on money. In the end, all that mattered was that he found me. I was standing alone at the magazine rack, minding my own business, leafing through a copy of Famous Monsters of Filmland. The photographer wore round Harold Lloyd glasses and was holding one of those old-fashioned press cameras with the big flash reflector. He looked like just about every other guy my father knew. Skinny tie, wingtips, and a head full of wild root. There was a little bounce in his eyebrows that he probably...
Rosa,
Hey,
come
son,
back.
is this your mother? Everything
Yeah.
seemed to move at the speed of light. Yes, he is going to be a newsie. You can't fight me on this.
She's so
Hey,
emotive
son, is your mother
with how
around?
she reads. I
Everything
want her
seemed
to
to
read
move at
to
the
me all the
speed of
time.
light.
Yeah.
Joyce dashed over with her shopping cart like a community theater player whose entrance screamed, "Over-eager!" There was a brightness in her eyes, as if she knew something extraordinary was about to happen. Maybe the greatest thing to happen in the history of the Resnick family. The photographer laid it out for her. I want to put this monkey in the Patriot. What do you think, Mom? He's going to hold a frozen turkey. We'll put some cash in his mouth. It's going to be beautiful. In the Patriot? She responded, coaxing him to repeat it. Right on the front page. The boy, the bird, the doe. It'll be gorgeous. But he's got...
Sometimes the video freezes. It's not the video, it's the internet, I think.
Such a
she has.
dirty
Yeah, you can tell
face,
because all
she
the
did
parts
first
keep
smoke in the
moving constantly.
laboratory.
Yeah.
I love the dirty face. He's all boy. Give me the messy hair, too. He locked my head in his arm like a TV wrestler and mussed up my hair. I wanted to kill him. They both laughed. I unconsciously rolled the magazine into a tube, tightening my fist around Peter Cushing's throat. Had I been asked, I would have let it be known that I couldn't think of anything more repulsive than having my picture in the newspaper. Beyond the props, beyond the notion of putting filthy, grimy money in my mouth for reasons that had yet to be explained, how absurd to think I'd agree to put myself on display, to allow people to see my face and read my name. Forget the embarrassment of it all. What if someone recognized me in public and said hi? Christ, I didn't want to meet anyone new. Between school and other activities beyond my control, I had enough fucking people.
What if someone recognizes me?
So here's what we'll do. The photographer plowed ahead. We'll set him up over there, below the manager's booth, and we'll hang a flag behind him. It'll be tremendous. What the hell is he talking about? And we'll get a stack of 10s and 20s, and he'll chomp down on them. You know, really chomp down and show the cabbage. Joyce shrugged, as if she had no choice in the matter, chirping, oh, well, I guess you're the boss. No questions, no let me think about it, just run with it. Sure, the kid'll look like an asshole, but hey, it's going to be on.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know.
Oh,
The photographer whistled to the store manager, who jumped up in his elevated booth like a startled hen. He seemed to be half asleep and shaking off a nightmare, straightening his smock and bow tie. He grabbed the microphone and announced over the PA, meat department, bird, 10-pound, frozen, up front, picture. Later in 3rd grade, I thought back to that sentence when we were learning about verbs.
Say what?
My mother squeezed my shoulders.
I love
Isn't
her
this
voices.
exciting?
Putting on
Out
voices.
of all the
Oh,
kids, he picked you.
Yeah.
Poor Joyce, so swept up in the moment that she'd lost all sense of reality and forgotten who she was dealing with. Or maybe she thought if she could distract me long enough, I wouldn't realize what was happening until it was too late. Did you hear the Keeners got a chow chow, she asked. What was the name of their old dog again? The one with the little wheels on his back legs? I'm not doing it, I said, casting the monster magazine into the shopping cart. I want to wait in the car. She took a deep breath and knelt down, stroking my hair in a funny direction so it remained messy. It's just a picture, sweetie. It'll be over in 2 seconds. I resented the patronizing logic. I wasn't 4 years old anymore, and this wasn't a tetanus shot. Certainly, she had to be aware by now of my astonishing power to foresee every conceivable downside to a situation. And this little caper, which I would never consent to under any circumstance, wasn't going to vanish in a flash of magnesium. The fallout would be long and grisly. Hey, Adam, saw your picture in the paper. There he is, Mr. Picture in the paper. That was a heck of a turkey you were holding in that picture, in the paper. Let me ask you, kid, what was the point of the money in your mouth?
I'm sorry, Rosa, for ruining your
Give me tetanus. Give me diphtheria.
reading.
Give me that weird disease that turns kids into old people, but I want no part of this jackpot. The photographer sensed something was off. He asked my mother if there was a problem. She responded with a shy partner laugh like a Tennessee Williams character. No, he's just a silly boy, is all. They can be positively willful at this age. She grabbed my arm and pulled me aside. Not everything is about you, she hissed. This man is being very nice, and he was probably in the war, and the least you can do is be cooperative. I was nothing if not diplomatic. I told her the guy was welcome to take my picture as long as it didn't involve a turkey.
Oh, what happened?
Fury came over her.
Oh, I see.
She plucked famous
Just my
monsters of filmland from the
rubbish
shopping cart
controlling
and
of the
flung it
phone
back
at the
toward the
time.
magazine rack where it fluttered like a bat
was
before
like
dying
5 a.m.
behind
by
the
this
stamp
point.
machine.
Yeah.
What makes you think you deserve that book? What makes you think you deserve anything? I do so much for you, and this one time, all I ask is for... She quickly composed herself and tried a different approach, offering to take me to Hobby Shop to buy the Invisible Man model I wanted so badly. I responded favorably to the suggestion.
I wish I could have filtered out that background noise, but there's just really no way to do it, you know. So, but anyway,
maybe with AI we can do it now. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
But there might be even a better. Someone else might have got it. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
I swear I saw it
Caveat
somewhere else.
that it wouldn't
unless they were
require
using my
me to
version.
pose for a picture that appeared in the newspaper or any other publication. She did a slow burn, or as I recognized it, the face Mo makes right before she throttles Curly. A little pudgy man with the face of a dull child arrived, clutching a frozen turkey. His white apron was mottled with blood, the same color as his name tag, which was blank. He shuffled over to the manager's booth and held the turkey high in the air. The manager snapped, "Don't give it to me, you moron! Give it to the kid!" The little man walked the turkey over to me, but I turned away, refusing it. Then he carted it back to his boss, reporting in a weepy voice, "But he don't want it either." The annoyed manager looked up from his clipboard and replied, "What do you mean he don't want it neither? Of course he wants it." "Why, I tried to give it to him," the little man explained, "but he won't put out his arms or nothing." The photographer was growing concerned. He glanced at my mother and simply said, "Ma'am?" Joyce looked like she wanted to crawl under the display of campfire marshmallows and die. Finally, she mumbled, "He said he doesn't want to do it." "Doesn't want to do it? Doesn't want to do what?" He seemed genuinely baffled. Who in their right mind would refuse an opportunity like this? The manager grunted and stomped down the 4 steps from his roost. Emerging through a low swinging door, he grabbed the turkey from the little man, scaring him half to death, and marched over to me. His eyes softened, and he concocted a smile. "What's the matter, Sarge? You don't want to hold the turkey?" I didn't answer.
I love that.
"You know what?
Yeah.
I might just let you keep that turkey." He eyed the photographer and repeated, "I might just let him keep that son of a gun." These accents are all
She needs her own like
The
one woman
photographer-
show. Do you think she needs her own one woman
son of
show?
a gun.
Oh, yeah, she could.
These accents are all over the place.
Angela,
The
probably
photographer-
like, I don't know, Satanists. That would be my guess.
Son of a gun. These accents are all over the place. The photographer.
Bobby Iger holding the turkey.
I love it. I love her accents. Are all over the
These
place.
accents are all over the place.
Yeah.
The photographer.
Just make up whole new ones, Rosa. Oh, lost the
Son of a
plot
gun.
again.
Yeah, that's all right.
These
That's-
accents are all over the place. The photographer grinned broadly, pointing to the money, then to his mouth, and then finally at me, miming some magnificent concept he felt I was. I responded by gazing down at an ancient produce sticker that appeared fused to the linoleum, marveling at how it
I
survived
think I quit
all
by
these
accident because I was
years.
laughing at her.
He's just so willful.
What was that,
And that's-
Blotty?
I think the reason why I left the thing for a second on that was because I was laughing at her.
Oh,
She's really
okay.
funny.
Okay. Oh, she is so talented. God. Yeah, I think I saw somebody in the chat say that she would be great at doing voiceovers. She's done some voiceovers, so yeah, she's real good. That's for sure. And Angelus, and of course, Creek would be the same way. We could let her read us bedtime stories every night, couldn't we, Angelus? That would be okay with us. Yes.
I need her to read me
My
bedtime
day's mother
stories
said
and
to
tell
no
me
one in
everything's gonna be
particular.
okay.
The photographer sighed and spoke to the back of my head. "Are you sure you want to do this, son? Don't you want to make your mom happy? Del Monte quality banana de Costa Rica. Son, are you listening?" Moments later, I was trailing behind my mother as she finished her shopping. She was walking unusually fast, and my corduroys were swooshing like a wind turbine. Every box, jar, and sack was viciously hurled into the cart, and I noticed the back of her neck looked sunburned. All that cute shit, like calling me her #1 helper or the best tomato picker outer in the world, was absent, replaced by dead air and an icy disregard. I wisely kept my mouth shut. I think it pissed her off more. My brother Rick found us. 5 years older than me, he was allowed to wander around the shopping center alone and even play pinball at the bowling alley across the street. Now he was irritated, wanting to go home and wondering why my mother hadn't checked out yet. "Well, why don't you ask your brother?" she suggested, ratting me out. I gave up nothing, of course, so it was her pleasure to unburden herself of the details.
Last
Naturally,
place,
I was portrayed as the
Yes.
bad guy, but her retelling of the events was
We'd already watched
needlessly
it, then.
emotional and riddled with inaccuracies. For one thing, at no point had I thrown a fit, and I certainly wasn't tossing magazines around like a crazy person. She was the one who threw the magazine. "You stupid idiot!" Rick screamed in my face. "You could have been in the
I need
paper.
to clip
That money
this.
was yours to keep. Who
I'll
cares
send
if
it
it
to
was in your
Bob Ingram.
mouth? It
Stupid
was probably
idiot."
hundreds of dollars." As usual, he had it all figured out. Even the opportunist Rick rushed off to find the photographer. This was a kid who craved the spotlight. Whether it was at school, Little League, or the Blue Mountain chapter of the Good Deed Bandits, he was constantly looking for a way to put himself out there. This time, though, He came up empty. The photographer was at Woolworth's, still on the prowl for a cute kid with a dirty face, when Rick tracked him down. My brother did everything he could to charm and
I love
bullshit
some of
his
these
way into the
comments.
gig, rattling off one good deed after another, but he was just too old. He
It's
wasn't
so
right.
funny seeing like old
The
faces.
photographer
Yeah.
wanted me. There was just one problem. He could.
And all the people
Look-
saying like Alita 2, please, stuff like that.
Yeah, and look at all. What amazes me is look at the stream of hearts. People are eating this up. They are loving it. I mean,
Bone zombies, I love it. They're just sitting there like tapping the heart, press the heart, press the heart, press the heart.
yeah, they're just doing it over and over. And I haven't seen one
I probably was
negative
too.
emoji up there yet. Not one. I mean, people are just eating this shit up. I mean, it's just. I mean,
Rosa
they
has a
can't-
really nice fandom. It's a
Yeah.
shame they're not getting what they want because of
Yeah.
Disney. Because then
Anyway.
the fandom would be even bigger and better.
Yeah.
So I do take it as like a personal slight on Rosa that they haven't greenlit it yet.
Yeah, I think so, So anyway, let's finish. Let's continue here.
Couldn't have me. Not for all the fame and fortune he could ram down my throat. And why? Because I didn't do things like that.
Dave.
On the ride home, Joyce and Rick talked in the front seat like they were the only people in the car. He's got problems, Rick told her. Rick's my favorite character.
Yeah, Dave, you say 30 years, I say 40. So yeah, exactly.
He's got problems, Rick told her. He doesn't even have any friends. Do you know how many friends I had at that age? Remember the time I got everybody to sign up for the bike rodeo? Best year
there's
ever.
Chibi
Remember the
Games.
picture they
Look
put
at
up?
that.
Me giving the coffee can to the March of Dimes guy? He has a good heart, my mother said. He just gets in his own way sometimes. Kids hate kids like him. I would hate him. It's only a matter of time before he gets beat up. Gigi. Thanksgiving morning, the
Gigi,
newspaper
dog
banged
cameo.
against the screen door.
Gigi's her
Rick
dog.
ran out to get it.
Oh, is
On the
that
front
right?
page was
Is
a
that the
Well,
one
picture
that-
of Walter
rest in peace.
DeCanto
Oh my
holding
God,
a
that's an
frozen
iconic
turkey.
moment. Rest in peace, Gigi.
There,
Yeah, is it Gigi? Yeah, Gigi died, didn't it?
Yeah, Gigi died. Mindy is still the dog she has.
Oh,
Rest in
damn.
peace, Gigi.
I know
And
what it's like.
I completely forgotten she appeared in this. Well, as Rosa, like pointing her out.
Yeah, I know what it's like to lose a dog. That's for sure. It's pretty
Yeah.
tough.
They're
But
like her
anyway,
children.
Yeah. Anyway,
with a few wrinkled bills lodged between his nubby teeth, the caption below said something about Thanksgiving savings. Walter was a grade ahead of me. I didn't really know him, but my mother always claimed that his mother acted entitled. So that added a nice little patina to things. Dinner that evening was quiet for a Resnick Thanksgiving. No screaming, no violence. Even my father was unusually sedate. There was an unspoken feeling in the dining room that we had lost out on something.
yeah, Johnny Sci-Fi and Chibi Gaines. You see, Chibi Gaines was in the Elite Army there for early on, wasn't she? Seems like I remember seeing her.
Yeah. Yeah. Best to just move on, I think.
Yeah.
Would continue to lose out. We would never be front pagers, and that was just fine with me. I was the invisible man.
There
Thanks
we go.
for listening.
Applause, everyone. Great job, Rosa.
How was that, guys?
It was great.
10 out of 10.
I don't
Oscar
know how
for
to,
Rosa for that.
I
Yeah.
hope you enjoyed yourself. I'll do it again. You just message me and
Liar, Rosa, you liar.
and I love you guys and stay safe out there and hug your loved ones from 6 feet away. Love you guys.
Love you, Rosa. I'm sorry we failed her. We still haven't got a sequel yet.
Yeah. Oh my God, she's great. I
She
mean,
must be so disappointed in us.
oh my God, she is great. There's, holy shit. So,
She's just such
Anyway.
a nice person.
yes, yeah, she is. Any thoughts, channel?
Not really.
Have you seen this before, or
No.
'cause- yeah,
I've
about-
never seen Rosa's. Have never looked through Rosa's Instagram.
Doesn't
Yeah, what's-
exist anymore.
yeah, she,
Like your channel.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Rosa's Instagram does not exist.
yeah. That's right. Yes. When did she get? She got off in like 2021, didn't she? Early
I
2021.
really don't. The whole last 5 years is just one big blur to me.
Yeah.
I have no idea when stuff happened. Like COVID suddenly the world was in lockdown, and I was still like,
yeah,
everything was just normal for me, and I was just still fighting for the sequel, and it was all just crazy time.
yeah. What are you sorry for there, Angelus? I know you're sick, man. It's all right. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry, Angelus, bro. I'm always there to cover.
we're holding down the fort, so we're good. You know. So anyway, yeah. Yeah, God Almighty. You know, I just had a thought. Maybe I ought to try to get word to Rosa and tell her if she wants to start live streaming, I'll do it for her for nothing. I'll be her producer for nothing. Because it's so entertaining watching her, you know. I mean, God.
Yeah, I'm just so starved of Rosa.
She's yeah, you could see in the video all
That
those
felt so good watching that.
Yeah, all of those all of those emojis that were coming up on the right-hand side. I mean, I didn't see one negative emoji, not one. They were all hearts, every single one of them, you know? So, yeah, go ahead, Channel.
If a video or if a stream has a big enough positive perception, that even if someone hates it, they're probably not going to stand there and voice it because they know it's gonna get drowned out, so it's not worth their effort to express that they don't like it.
Well, as you saw on the count on the number of viewers, there was well over for a good bit of the stream. There were well over 900 viewers. I mean, that's pretty good, you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
so that's people who actually want to listen to this.
Yeah, that's right. But man,
she was reading from a random. It's not like she was giving I don't know, like a structured thing from a studio where this was all just organic, because that's just what she is. She's a pure soul.
It was a fun story, though.
Yeah, did you follow exactly what was happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part, when the sound wasn't.
When body wasn't moving as a tablet. Yes. Yeah, Angelus. Yeah, Angelus and I will do her stream for nothing, won't we, Angelus? We'll donate money. We'll donate $99 per stream, you know, or more. You know, we'll do. I mean, you know, to get a bionic arm going for somebody, you know. So yeah. Yeah, Rosa's voice is enchanting. There is no doubt about it. Oh man.
How many views does it have on my account?
I haven't. Oh, I didn't look. You know, I actually downloaded your video there because sometimes if you're playing a video off of YouTube and you're uploading at the same time, you get a little issue, you know. So I downloaded your video and actually edited out one spot at the very beginning. It was only like 2 seconds.
What was it? A noise?
I don't remember. It was, some of it was noise, and it looked like it was at some video that was shot at a Comic-Con or something, or at a
what?
Yeah, it looked like it was in the exhibition hall or something like that. I can't remember.
Was Rosa in it?
No, I don't think so. No, but anyway, I just wanted to get the story.
It was probably just from when I was setting up the recording, just opening Instagram. It probably was the video first. Okay. And then I had to select Rosa's Instagram. That's probably it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe that's what it was. So, no, I haven't seen how many views you got, but.
Do you want me to have a look?
Yeah. Vladi, you ought to promote your YouTube channel more, bud. You do some good videos. So.
I'll just let it just be there and just post my videos. That's all I want.
Yes. Okay. Well, that's good. That's all you need. Okay. He says, you've got, almost 4,000 views.
4,000 views, not too shabby, eh?
Yeah, not bad at all, you know, not bad at all. So, do not stand by. Any comment?
I'm such an idiot. I tried to quickly search. Sorry, I tried to quickly search it. I searched Alita Battle Angel live reading instead of Rosa Salazar.
Okay.
So it didn't come up.
Okay, well, it's probably
because I have them. They're just interchangeable in my head still.
Yeah.
Rosa Salazar and Alita Battle Angel.
Yeah. Well, let me ask. Do not stand by. What? Any feedback there? Any thoughts there? Do not stand by.
Yeah. Seeing this clip just made me think of all the parts in the movie where she expressed a lot of warmth, like when she first met Doggy, and when she had her tender moments with Ito. So I hope that in the sequel she'll have plenty of those opportunities to show the warm side of her acting as well.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I don't want them to get rid of her emotions. That's what we love so much about her. I know she's going to probably be a bit colder to start with because she's gone through all the, because she is in the manga, you know, when she like shuns Ido and stuff like that. But they've got, and I'm sure they will bring the emotions back too, because she does in the manga as well. So I'm not too worried. But sometimes in Hollywood they tend to like go for like the cold, you know, the cold female character rather than embracing the warmth that Rosa has so much of.
Well, Rosa is Alita and Alita is Rosa, that's for sure. So you're right on there, Angelus. Right on. Oh my God, that's a 70s term. Sorry. Okay, Vladdy. Oh, go ahead.
It sounded all right to me, right on.
Okay, all right.
I didn't know it's an old term.
Yeah, it's an old term. Yeah.
I know it's like it existed for a longer while. I didn't know it was out of use.
Yeah, maybe it still is in use. I don't know. I don't keep up with that stuff.
It's not too old, Creaky, that you need to apologize for using it.
Okay, all right. So anyway, Vladdy, any thoughts about because you were on this live? You were there.
Yeah, so I was
doing
like,
this.
I think she announced it last minute, like on the day or something. I'm going to be doing this live reading tonight, and so I was all very excited with like people in group chats and stuff.
Well, that's why
one person was going to stay up with me to watch it, and then they went to bed like just before, and I was like, no. So I had to record it.
Oh my God!
That's one reason I had to record it, because I had to get it for her.
Well, that's why I didn't see it then, because I didn't get an Instagram account until probably 2021. So
yeah,
that's why I didn't know about it. So golly, and see what I missed out. See, this is the whole thing. You guys have heard me say this before, but one of my regrets is that I did not go see Alita Battle Angel in the movies when it first came out, and because had I done that, I would have joined the Alita Army right away. You know, because I was on Twitter when that happened. You know. And when the Alita Battle Angel came out, because after I was on that business trip and I came back, I saw all these tweets, you know, and if I'd have been in the Alita Army to begin with, I would have probably been on Instagram earlier, and I would have been on this as well. So, but anyway, so I keep trying to make up for it by doing videos.
Too slow to play the game, Creaky.
Yes, well, sometimes it's better late than never. And Angela says he's the same thing. He wish he had discovered Alita sooner, so he could love her longer. Yeah, yeah, that's right. You know, because it is a fantastic movie. Yeah, that's right. So, but God, Rose. I think everybody on the stream here knows that Rose is number one on my book in terms of being an actress. You know, I mean, she is. You could just see in that reading, she put her heart into that reading, and that was so great, you know, that she did that. So, you know, just a wonderful performer, I think. So, anyway, I guess I'm kind of smoozing all over again. Maybe I ought to just move on here.
I love all the like different characters she did for voices. She's just so, like I said, she could do her own like one woman show, and she'd be so good.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
If only Disney would treat her fairly, she would be a massive star.
I think so. You know, well, I mean, we're going to see her in Captain America 4. Now, I hope they don't butcher that shit up, but they probably will.
Look, it's okay for us to say it looks like a completely embarrassing mess, and we just have to hope that Rosa survives unscathed.
Yeah, well, she will. I mean, she's a professional. You know, she'll handle it. You know, I mean, if it flops,
she's obviously got the role to try and get an Alita sequel, so like fair play to her.
Yeah.
But obviously, we know that it's not her passion, the MCU.
Well, she is a professional, and she has to make a living. You know, I mean, you know, sometimes when you work and you do jobs you don't really want to do, or you don't have your heart's not in it as much as other jobs, you know. But I think no matter what movie she acts in, she's going to give it 100%. That's what I think. I think she'll do a bang up job. I think she's going to play the character Diamondback in the Captain America 4, and that Diamondback's a villain, so she'll knock that out of the park if that's indeed what she's going to do. Because I have no inside information. I know nothing, you know, about that. Because when you look it up on IMDb, and it said all it says Rosa Salazar in Captain America 4. It says Rosa Salazar, actress, and that's what they say when they don't want you to know what what's who they're playing. A lot of times, or they don't know.
I think it's because she was never officially announced. The paparazzi just snapped her.
Could be. Plus there was
living in ignorant bliss.
Well, but also there was a video, a short that came out that she was in, and I can't remember if it was Anthony Mackie or whoever it was, but she was there shooting. They were shooting, and she was there. That was her, and it was only like maybe 3 or 4 seconds long.
I saw a still. Did I not see the video of that?
Oh, I don't know.
Have you got that to hand somewhere?
No, I don't. No, I don't. So
I saw it was like just showing her arm on the side, and I was really confused. I didn't know there was a clip.
Well, just go into YouTube and type in Captain America Brave New World, and you'll probably find her.
People are actually making videos about this stuff.
Yeah. Well, I guess they are. I don't know.
Why would they? It's boring. All right.
Okay. Well, anyway,
Anthony Mackie.
Anthony Mackie, he played Falcon.
Who's in the video that I'm looking for?
Well, I'm not sure it was him in the video. It might have been him. I think it was, but I'm not absolutely sure. But
I'll put leaks in, I guess, into the search.
Yeah. But anyway, I did see a video that I'm pretty sure it was her. It was a very short video, but it wasn't. The video itself wasn't that short. The video was longer. It was kind of like one of those videos that Emergency Awesome does. I don't know if you know who he is. He does a lot of these reviews and stuff like that. I think it might have been him, or it could have been Film Royalty, or one of those YouTube channels that kind of reviews and comments on movies. So I don't know which one it was, but I do remember seeing her in it, and she was in that video. The shot was only about 3 or 4 seconds long. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, 5 months of reshoots. Oh my God, you got to be kidding.
They said they'll be doing it through spring, summer. I don't know if they actually said 5 months.
Well, whatever it is, if it's 5 months or 3 months, that's ridiculous. So.
No, it is really, like I said, it's a complete mess, but that's just the state of the MCU. So, like, the only reason I think she would have done, yes, obviously for a paycheck, but she talked about previously how Rodriguez was working with Disney with Star Wars and Cameron's got Avatar. And so this is obviously her attempt to get in that club too with them, to try and get the Alita sequels. I just hope that, obviously I'm praying that Bob Iger isn't like cruel enough to deny her after like doing all this stuff as well.
Well, hopefully she'll make a name for herself, and she's already made a name for herself. But I mean,
she's the star of James Cameron's Alita. She shouldn't have to make a name for herself.
Well, what I'm saying is,
it's disgusting. Disney are making a bet. Okay, I better just log off or I'll start ranting.
What I'm saying is he logged off and logged in. No, what I'm saying, Bloody, is that I think being in the MCU, that might even elevate her even more.
What if it's like like the Marvels? It's a massive flop that everyone hates.
Yeah, it didn't do well. That's for sure. It's actually I think it lost money. So which is pretty bad.
Like you're talking about the Marvels, dollars or something.
Bloody, what's happening with your tablet? You keep dropping off and coming back in real quick, like.
Oh, my hand may have been over the microphone. Is it better now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. Well, it's like you log off and log back in, but real quick.
I was wondering what you were talking about with that.
Yeah. Okay, well let's move on because we don't want Body to rant anymore. So
I could rant for so much longer.
Oh, I could too. I really could too, Vladi, because I think for me it'd be a little different type of thing because I just think it's just really bad business decisions.
It's terrible and it's morally wrong, and they're losing loads of money in every way possible. It's like wrong.
Yeah.
And it's an injustice against, and it was like all the injustices were caused by Disney in the first place. Like this wouldn't even be a debate if Alita made 500 million, which I think without the merger she easily could have made.
Yes.
She went about, so it was Disney's fault that she didn't make enough, and now Bob Iger's using that as an excuse to say, oh no, Rodriguez can't direct this, which is obviously his plan to just delay the sequels indefinitely so they never happen.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead. Well, you can see there from the slide, I guess, is that you know, Rosa went through a lot, you know, training for Alita, and you know, here's kind of now. I think this one, I think the sound is off on a couple of these, or maybe on all of them, because we don't want to get yeeted, you know, because it's copyright, you know. So anyway,
wait, are we doing a new topic? Was it for next week?
No. This isn't for next week. This is part of one of the topics that I said we were going to go through on the stream today.
Oh,
so,
I thought we were just doing the Rosa thing, and then it was just going to be a short stream.
No. Well, I mean, no, not really, because anytime Creek gets on here and starts talking about Rosa, it's going to be on here for a while. So
yeah.
So anyway, this is the training video that that Rosa put out on Instagram. Okay, so this I don't know if it was it was probably well, it definitely was before the stream, because she was training for the movie, so it was before that stream she did.
So badass.
Yes. What do you think of that, Angelus?
What's going on? There's like a weird. Oh,
that's a spinning back.
It's so weird when. Yeah.
That's because it's slow motion. That's a spinning
Yeah.
back kick. That's a spinning
Spooky
back
slow
kick.
motion.
Yeah, that technique, Bloody, is called a spinning back kick, and she executed that very well.
Kicking ass.
Yeah.
It's directed by Zack Snyder. It's constantly slow motion.
Here's another one. Now the sound's off on this. Look at that. Boy, look at that intensity.
Yeah, her face.
I love it. I love it.
So this is from her old Instagram account?
Yeah. Yeah, this is from
Rosa Bianca Salazar.
Yeah.
Is that account still active?
I don't know. I haven't looked. Well, you had to be careful.
Salazar.
You have to be careful these.
Yeah,
you have to be careful these days, because the scammers get on there, you know. But oh, I love this. How about that, Angelus?
The breathing.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no, Rosa. She was going to kill me just then.
Yeah.
We still haven't got your sequel.
Look at her. Look at that. Look at that. God, I just love this. God.
Rosa deserves to whip all of our asses.
No, we're working hard for her, Vladi. She loves us. She's
We failed her.
No, we haven't failed her. Bob Iger has.
She should just refuse to show up for the reshoots.
Oh no, she can't do that.
She should definitely do that.
No, she can't do that.
They're not giving her the Alita sequel. She should obviously do something like that. Like, who cares? Just have a completely different career. You got to stand by what's right. Disney are just evil.
Well, here's the problem with that line of thought, though, Vladi, is that if Disney does truly own the rights to Alita and she refuses to work with them, she's not going to be playing Alita. So, and if she wants to play Alita, she's probably going to have to stay.
So they're just going to hang it over everyone's heads forever. So basically, we're like slaves to Disney. That's basically how it works.
Well, I fucking
because if
hope
we do
that
one
doesn't
step
happen.
wrong, they're like, no sequel for you, even though they're just probably never going to do it ever anyway.
Well, I hope that doesn't happen, but you know. All right, here's another one. Now, the sound's off on this because once again, this is copyright, so I can't play it. So, but she does do some things in here, like she does that smash thing. That's pretty cool. There, boom, boom, boom. Look at that. And of course, there's the motion capture stuff.
Happier times.
God, look at that girl, man. She is a kicking ass, boy.
Gave everything to this part.
See, like
I don't know how like Disney execs can see all this and just still not greenlight it. It's completely bob. This is the thing. I wish I could just be happy and watch all this with like joy in my heart, but I have so much anger about what happened to the role and how she still doesn't have a sequel because of how much she was into it and how passionate she is and how much I love her. It's not fair. Disney will pay.
What, this is what you do when you know you're going to work for James Cameron. Ah!
What do you do when you work? So you're going to work for Kevin Feige? You cry in a corner for 5 minutes.
Fuck your mercy. I love that. Look at that. That's
audio
called an outward crescent kick.
Can we not have the audio on?
No, because it's copyright. I already uploaded it and as a private video, and it said it was copyright, so I had to turn the video off. So,
like her voice is just, and we need her voice.
Well, there is some music in here, I think, too. So it's the music mostly, not the voice. So, and I can't separate the music from the voice because it's all one track. So,
yeah, I just would love to watch this video properly.
Yeah. So anyway, that's that one. And of course, you can see some of the things she did there. Let me pull up another one here. Look at that. God, girl. I just love that. I love that. What do you think, Angelus? I know Angelus is going. I know Angelus is going snake shit out there in the chat, watching. I started to say Alita, watching Rosa do this. Boom! Look at that. I mean, that's good technique right there, you know. So now I want to play another thing, but I also had turned the sound off on this one. But this is the reason why now this is going to be Alita. Of course, the Rosa is Alita, but this is going to be that mirror punch scene. I know we've all seen this a bunch of times, but you know, I do have some of the movements, you know, actually labeled there. Like that's called the knife hand. See, Rosa had to learn this stuff. That's an inward block, and then that's a chain punch right there. Angelus, if you were on, that's a kung fu style right there, a kung fu pose, I guess, called snake creeps down. There's another chain punch. So, and that hurts a Heian you saw there at the end. That, of course, is a Panzerkunst term. It's not an actual kung fu term. So let me play that again. But Rosa had to learn this. She had to learn this. And she spent 5 or 6 months doing this. I mean, the way she's doing it, this is proficient right here. She's really good at it. Yeah, I would too, Angelus.
Typical Australian being completely vile.
Yeah. Aussies are vile? Really?
Descendant of criminals, of course.
Yeah. Smendrick says he's going to watch Alita Battle Angel on Channel 7, I guess.
Oh, it's on. Was it on earlier as well, Schmendrick?
Yeah.
It was just the first one.
It's going to be on less than 20 minutes, he says. So it's going to be on again.
Oh, I think it was on earlier this evening.
Yeah.
It's really late now. It's like midnight.
Yeah. And you saw that. Oh, go ahead.
It's after 1 a.m. over here.
Yeah. Yeah, and where he is too, actually, in Germany.
Well, here's why Angela says that they're, the way they are, Aussies, they're convicts.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right. Aussies are convicts and Americans are, we're insurrectionists. So, we're both bad, I guess. Well, any thoughts about this channel? Any thoughts
I
about?
don't know. Not an expert.
Yeah. What
Just
about
great
you?
to see her kicking ass.
Yes.
She's just, I want to see her do it again.
I do too. What about you? Do not stand by. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I remember seeing a lot of videos from martial arts channels admiring that mirror punch scene. And,
Yeah.
how.
Yeah.
I think you dropped your mic.
Yeah, I think your mic, something happened with your mic there.
Something fell and then you sounded really quiet.
Okay,
Yeah,
can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying that a lot of martial arts channels were admiring.
We don't hear you well.
It
Yeah,
still sounds like it's really far away. Something fell off, didn't it? Did you pick it up?
Now we don't hear you.
Well, he's muted. There we go.
Sorry about that.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, something happened again.
Sounded like it was moved closer all of a sudden.
Yeah, and then it sounded like it dropped or something
And then
happened.
it fell off. Yeah. But no, he was right. There were loads of YouTube channels that were like praising it for like martial arts that it used to inspire that scene.
Well, I'll tell you that those movements she did. Now they probably shot that several times, and edited things together for it, because you can see several cuts in there. But those movements, that's black belt level movement right there. I mean, she knows what she's doing, for sure. So it'd be wonderful to see her do that again. I mean, in Alita Battle Angel 2 or Alita Fallen Angel. That's what it would be, So yeah, is your mic fixed yet? Do not stand by, or?
Yeah, it's fixed now.
Yeah. Okay, what was your thoughts now about?
Yeah, I was saying that Rosa doing that mirror punch scene, it really got a lot of martial arts fans raving about how they were faithful to the styles that that scene was paying homage to.
Yeah, that chain punch was actually kind of a tribute or a salute to Bruce Lee, because he did that to some of his movies. He did the chain punch, and Bruce Lee, I've seen a lot of Bruce Lee movies multiple times, none as many as I've seen Rosa Salazar and Alita Battle Angel. I've probably seen that movie now approaching 70 times, if it's not more than that. But I did see a couple of those Bruce Lee movies 10 times, and Rosa, her technique is spot on. I mean, she's just, is just extremely proficient, I think. And I think if Angelus was on here with us, he would agree, because Angelus is a black belt himself. So, I mean, he would know good movement when he sees it, I think. Okay. Well, anyway, here's some important. Did anybody want to say anything else about, Rosa's preparation for Alita Battle Angel?
I hope she's preparing now for the Battle Angel 2.
I hope so. I don't know. What do you think, Channel?
I hope she doesn't break any ribs filming Battle Angel Alita 2 like she did with filming the first movie.
Oh, did she break some ribs in the first movie?
During the filming of one of the action scenes.
I'll be damned.
I forgot about that.
Holy moly, I didn't even know that. Our lady, our queen is tough, isn't she? So, yes, she is. Tough and talented. So.
Not as indestructible as the character she's playing.
Well, that's
unlike
sure,
Alita, she didn't lose any limbs, so
yeah,
breaking ribs is still sucks less than losing a limb. But from what I'm guessing, I haven't experienced either.
Yeah. Okay. Any other thoughts yourself? Do not stand by about how Rosa prepared for Alita.
Well, even though some of the action scenes in the movie were done by other people, like the one finger handstand, it was really important for her to do all that training because of the expression on her face, the attitude she has, the fierceness, the way that she walked into Vector's factory. All that came from the training.
Yeah. Yeah, Angelus is right. Where somebody just only had a few months of formal training like that. Well, most martial arts, you're right, Angelus, they would call it informal training, but it's still training, you know, for her to be as proficient as she is. That's just, it's incredible. I mean, I think she's a natural, you know, myself. If she wanted to continue in that, of course, the only way she would do that, of course, if she got a part in the movie for that. So that would, you know, and that would be okay, you know, so. Okay, so anyway, here's some important events that are coming up. Certainly continue to watch, you know, the streams, you know, for sure, because we're going to keep you, you know, hopefully keep you entertained, you know, and until we get our sequels. And then, of course, as a reminder, you know, we're going to do a mass tweet on February the 14th. And oh, by the way, we are going to fly that banner around there because I've already haven't contacted the airplane company yet, but I've already contacted the videographer, and he's willing to do another shoot for us, you know. So that's going to be, we want to do this thing again on February 14th because that's going to be the 5th anniversary of Alita Battle Angel hitting the theaters. On February the 17th, we're going to have a watch party. Does anybody want to guess why we're going to have a watch party on February 17th?
I assumed because that was the first stream after the anniversary.
No. No, that's Creaky's birthday.
Oh, shit.
That's
sorry.
what it is.
How could I forget? How could I forget?
Exactly. So anyway, and you know, I'm always up for watching Alita Battle Angel, you know. So yeah, on the 17th, that I've already checked the calendar. That's definitely going to be a Saturday, and that's going to be when Radio Chaos is on. So we, I think I've already put it in the guest sign up sheet too, as I can remember, you know. So
what's tomorrow's stream about?
Well, we got a slide coming up on that.
Yeah, we got a slide, of course. We got a slide.
Yeah, of course we do. Yeah, technology. It's going to be. We're going to kind of take a second look at technology in the 24th century, and got a couple of little extra things in there that I've added. You know, and we've had 2 streams in the past on technology, so you know we're going to kind of put those 2 together and add a little bit. You know, so people will know, hey, this is what they do in this is what in Alita verse, you know, this is what they do technology wise, you know, and we'll be talking about things like, you know, like berserker cells, Imagino cells, that sort of thing, you know, so not to mention just cyborgs and that kind of stuff. So it'd be some similarities to a couple of streams we've had and a couple of added things. So. Has anybody got an event they want to bring up? What about you, Do Not Stand By? I guess it's going to be a little too cold to do an outdoor showing.
Yeah, it will be. But you're mentioning that we would watch at your house sometime. So you got to.
Okay. Okay, you're absolutely right. So we will be preparing for that.
At the Kansas bar.
At the Kansas bar, exactly. So. Yeah, we'll do that. So, yeah, I guess I'll be in touch with Do Not Stand By and Lee Lemon and I guess Alita Rave would be another one. See what kind of beers they like to drink, and then we can, you know, get all prepared for them. You know, the only thing we won't be drinking is any of that Arizona tea that's got Alita's silhouette on it. I'm going to keep that in the way. I'm going to keep the liquid in there the way it is now. So we're not going to be doing that. So yes, that's right. That's right. Das ist meine Geburtstag, Schmendrick. And yeah, they should green light this because it's my birthday. That's what they should do. Yes, I agree with that 100%.
That would be a great gift if they declare that it's greenlit and that it's most definitely in production, and they give a date for when it's done on your birthday.
Oh, yeah, they won't be able to
Well,
do that.
I think Alita's birthday is more appropriate.
Yes, I do
Yeah.
too.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know. Are we just going to get abject silence on that? Do you think on that day?
I hope not. I hope they announce the green light on February 14th. That's what I'm hoping.
That would make sense. Well, that's what we thought they were going to do last February 14th, but every time they just disappoint us. So
yeah,
it's
they
hard
do.
to expect anything else.
Yeah, you don't want to get your
At this
hopes
point,
up
it's
and
almost
have
their
them
fault.
dashed.
At this point, it's pretty much the fandom's fault for getting their hopes up.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. It's been teased by Cameron and everyone. They know we're waiting for an official announcement. Are they just going to not tell us if they got turned down?
Well, I know the people on Twitter that are in their social media monitoring group. I know they know we want one. Now, whether that information gets up the chain or not is another story. So, anybody got anything else you want? Any event that you would like to announce? Because we are going to do a IMAX viewing of Alita Battle Angel.
How are we doing that?
Well, that's what Do Not Stand By was talking about. Now, you know what we could do? I think we could view some stuff on, we could also do some kind of view on Discord too. We could do that because I don't think they have the same kind of restrictions on Discord as they do on, say, YouTube. So, channel, I don't know. What do you know about that? I mean, I don't get on Discord.
I tried to watch with a series with from YouTube, on YouTube with a friend over Discord, and it worked weird because if one of us paused it, it wouldn't pause it for the other, and if it lagged for one of us, then we ended up being at completely different parts of the episode without realizing it. So if you pause it for one person, it doesn't pause it for the other, but only one person can pick the what's on the screen, but it's then controlled I'm not quite sure how it works, but it doesn't work in the way you'd think it obviously should work.
Yeah. Well, you know what we could do? I'm not talking about this Do Not Stand By as a substitute for.
But it is a good idea to figure out how it works.
Okay, but I'm not talking about this as a substitute for the IMAX viewing we're going to do here at the Kansas Bar. But what we could do is I could set up a StreamYard viewing and just not stream it. It'd just be a meeting. And you first come, first serve. And the folks that want to come see it live, because we can watch it that way. Because I know that Angelus and I have watched some stuff like that on StreamYard. And I know Den and I have done it as well, So we watched a lot of stuff on Dragon Ball Z. So, we can do that. We can watch Alita here. We just can't stream it. If we stream it, I'm going to get yeeted. So we just can't do that. So, but just for a private viewing, we can do it, so. Okay, so we got an IMAX viewing, and I guess Do Not Stand By. Stay tuned for that. I'll come up with a date. Had to be after Christmas for sure.
Well, that was in my country.
Yeah, well, if you're invited to fly over to America if you want, channel, and watch it with us. If you want to do that, I don't know if you might want not to do that. That's gonna be expensive.
That's a 7-hour flight.
Yes, it is. Oh, it's more than that. Because it's 7 hours to New York. You got to fly another 2 or 3 hours, say 3 hours from New York to Denver. So it's 10 hours. By the way,
it's 2 stops because it's actually cheaper to fly from Poland to Germany and then from Germany to the US than to fly from Poland to the US.
Okay.
At least it was like 4 years ago when last time I checked.
Well, if you connect in Germany, what you'd have to do probably is fly from where you are in Poland to, say, maybe Munich or Berlin or one of these places. And then they would probably fly to Atlanta, Georgia. And then from Atlanta, Georgia, they'd fly to Denver, Colorado. So
I'm not flying that far to watch Alita, to watch an Alita movie on the big screen.
I hear you. I hear you. It's good.
If I was invited onto the Alita set, I would, but I'm not going to watch.
Yeah.
To kind of go to the cinema, to fly a full day just to go to the cinema.
Yeah.
Me too.
Maybe you should mention that during the mass tweet that they should invite us out onto Troublemaker Studio, coincident with the confirmation that they're going to greenlight the sequel.
Yeah.
That would be lovely. If there was a god, that would happen.
Sure.
It remains to be seen if there is one.
So
I'm
Smendrick
pretty
says
sure
that,
God would have bigger things to fix than the lack of an Alita sequel.
No, that's just not true.
all right, Smendrick, yeah, you have our permission. You can go, not that you need it, but yeah, go watch Alita. That's okay with us. You can do that. Yeah, have a lot of fun. Okay, guys, I guess, did we miss anything?
Justice for Alita.
Okay, that's your last thoughts there, Vladi?
That's my last thoughts. Rosa Salazar, she needs to get what she is owed from Disney.
Yes, she does.
Or
Yeah,
they will face more karma.
Yeah, that's right. What
As if they
about
haven't
you?
had enough bad karma already. Sorry, carry on now.
Well, they losing $1.2 billion in 1 year. I don't know how you do that.
And then you still double down on your bad decisions from 2019. It's absolutely insane.
especially when you've made a movie that made $2.3 billion. How do you lose? I mean, it's unbelievable to me. But okay, don't get me started, Vladi. Damn it. You'll get me doing like you do. I'll be ranting on
my plan is to just keep throwing an increasingly alarming temper tantrum until the Disney are forced to say something in case the Alita fandom
I hope you don't make them more recalcitrant now. They might become even more stubborn.
We gave them more than enough time.
Yes. What about you? Do not stand by. Any last words?
Well, I'll back up the Justice for Alita. I've been waiting a long time for us to finally get that green light that we deserve, and they know that every year on February 14th we're waiting for it. So this time they better come through.
That's right.
And we're not going anywhere.
No, we're not. Well, it's Vladi, you've seen a couple of my tweets, and I like to quote this one scene out of Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. And basically what that is, the quote is, "No cause is lost if there is but one fool left to fight for it." So if the Creek is the last one fighting for it, that's okay. You know why? Because I'm having fun doing this. I love doing these videos. I love doing streams. And we're just going to keep doing it, until one of two things happen. Either Disney greenlights this or the Creek departs the planet. So it's going to be one of the two things. So, and even after we get that green light, I'm going to continue to do what we're doing. So, we'll keep making videos and we'll start advocating for Alita 3 at that point, and we just keep doing it because we're having fun doing it. So what about you, Channel? Any last thoughts?
Not really.
Yeah.
I should have probably been studying for the text test I'll have to retake.
Oh. Well, guess who showed up?
Do you need to take the break off tomorrow's stream?
No.
All right, as long as we're not distracting you from your studies.
Yes.
It's good to take your mind. You can't just focus on studying 24/7 because then your brain refuses to let any more information in, unless it's unless it's useless information, in which case it will invite it in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Angelus, you've been out there in the chat all this time. You have any last thoughts? Here we go. Okay.
Oh, nice. That's a great movie.
This is a movie I'll be watching after stream.
Oh, cool.
It's got Rosa and Creek. You obviously wouldn't know. You haven't seen it, obviously.
Obviously, but I am going to go watch Million Miles Away after this. So,
Really?
And,
yes, I am.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I am. It's on Prime, right?
It is indeed. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
and speaking of pirate quotes, 1 day ashore, 10 years at sea, a steep price for what's been paid.
Yeah.
Of which he replies, depends on the 1 day.
Yeah.
And the Alita Army version is 1 movie in the cinema, 10 years in between, a steep price for what's been paid. Depends on the 1 movie.
Yeah.
Powerful
that's right.
sequel, as it were.
Yeah, it was. That's it. All right.
Don't show your DMs, man.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Okay. Anyway, that's. I guess I don't really have too many last thoughts, except I want that sequels. I want the sequels. Damn it! So I'm gonna move on from that.
Anyone else
here's
is Discord breaking?
What?
Say what channel?
Anyone else is Discord breaking?
I don't know. I'm not on Discord right now.
I don't know. Okay, well, this is our queen right here, and of course, she is one. As I always say, she is #1 in the Creek's book in terms of being an actress. She's just super duper. And I also want to give a shout out to Elle Lamont and Jesse Fisher, because they brought Screwhead to life, and we want to see all 3 of them in the sequels. I don't know if they won't do Motorball in the 3rd sequel, so or the 3rd movie probably. I mean. They and if there was a Zot, that'd probably be the 4th or 5th movie. So if there is one, but we definitely want to see Screwhead, team up with Alita when she takes on Joshigon in the sequel, Alita Fallen Angel. And all 3 of these ladies are really good at what they do. And as I say every week, it sure don't hurt that they're pretty. So, and because they really are. So and talented to boot. They're just really so much talent on the screen there. I mean, it's unbelievable. So, and this is what we're going to be talking about tomorrow. I'm going to be managing the stream. I don't know, Angelus, you all expecting me to be the host as well, which I can do, I guess. But we're going to be talking about the technology of the 26th century. And we've done a couple of streams on this, but we're going to kind of put things together on this one and to go maybe a little bit deeper into what a berserker cell is and stuff like that. So, so tune in for that. It's going to be fun. It's not going to be 99 slides. So, don't worry about logging in and say, oh my God, we're going to be here for 4 hours like we did on that one stream. But so it's going to be a little more compact than that. So, okay. Why is this image here? Well, that image is there because the Creek likes it. And the Creek is running the stream. I am the producer, as they would say. And to paraphrase Gruishka, I am only here for our girl and the Alita Army. And of course, all of us are only here for our girl. We want those sequels for our girl for sure. We want those sequels for Rosa. We want these sequels, Disney. So give it to us. Give the public what they want. That's the way you should run a business. You should give them what they want, for crying out loud. So anyway.
No, you'll get whatever our evil overlords give you and you'll like it.
No, that's bullshit.
You can't have cool stuff
people
like
just stop
Alita.
watching.
Yeah,
doesn't matter. We'll get our evil banker investors to give us money, and we'll just carry on making our rubbish stuff.
Well, we'll make our own sequel. Who knows? So we could do that. Of course, it wouldn't be as professional as James Cameron would do it, but anyway. Okay, well, I guess that's just one thing left to do, and that's going to be the call to action, and that'd be on my call to 3, or count to 3 rather. That's 1, 2, 3. Film those sequels, baby. Okay, so we'll see you next week on the Alita live stream, and we will see you tomorrow on Radio Chaos.
Good night, guys.
And as the Cherokee Indians would say, Data Dagahoya, which means till next time. Bye.
Bye.
What's up, Alita Army? This is Hot Toys Alita, and I hope you enjoyed this week's Alita live stream. Please join my Uncle Creek, Angelus, and our other guests for next week's show. Remember, I do not stand by in the presence of evil, and film those sequels, baby. See you next time.